Ladies and gentlemen of the IYW fan base, this is the one and only Buzz. I am joined here for the first time ever on the Backyard Buzz, my new interview show taking place of Shooting of Sparks. My first ever guest on the Backyard Buzz is the one and only White Rhino, Wes Carson. And Wes, I'm going to go ahead and ask the question that most people are asking. You only had 2 matches in Season 3, and you lost both of them, one to Toxic Crush and the other one to Jessica Clinch. And we're asking the question of, are you ready to pick it up and be more successful this season?
Well, let me explain it to you like this, Buzz. Over the time from my last 2 matches that I've lost, sadly, because my head wasn't in the right position, I came in those matches thinking I was better than I was. I've took my time now to find out who Wes Carson is, find out who he wants to be, and yes, I am now prepared to take on the biggest challenge of it all and to be the champion of IYW.
But CCK is the IYW champion right now, and I'm going to go ahead and go to my next question because you said that. How is the herd looking in Season 4?
Right now, from the time being of my absence, the herd as a group, as an all, as a being, as it is, standing by itself, honestly, as our friendship, it looks good, but in the business, it seems like the will of it is just fading. And honestly, I want to keep it up, but then again, there's the passion burning inside of me, burning and burning, wanting to be the IYW champion. So yes, Buzz, the herd is looking fine, but I still want to have that belt around my waist. I want to be able to hold it up and say I've done something for once.
Well, that's understandable. We've seen that even between CCK and Peyton. You would, in this business, you would go through anybody you had to get the belt. And something that I have to address to not only to you but also to the people of IYW that actually confused me. I found out that after CCK came out disguised as a character called Sammy the Stray Cat Skillern when he was facing Legion, that turned out to be an actual real person. So I don't know how he got his ring gear unless he jumped in backstage or they worked out something backstage, but it looks like by default you two are going head to head in an annual ladders match at the 2nd anniversary of Ace Whoopin' 2, which CCK and Peyton made famous by having Peyton come back after 7 months in Season 1 and having a ladder match. The question I have to ask you is, you're obviously not experienced in a ladder match because you've never had one, but you're also not experienced with Sammy Skillern, so what's your mindset going into that match at Ace Whoopin', losing both of your only matches and then having a strange match like a ladder match with Sammy?
The way that I'm going to prepare for this and get ready for it, I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at some of the most famous, some of the most unforgettable ladder matches. And yes, Ace Whoopin' is very famous. I'm a fan of it myself. But for Sammy Skillern to want to challenge Wes Carson in a ladder match, which Wes Carson is not afraid of anything, whether it's heights, spider snakes, or anything on God's beautiful green earth. Sammy the Skillern may be the stray cat. He may be the oddball of the group, but he has not faced the power and the divine wickedness of Wes Carson. Yes, he has faced the big bad Legion, saying he's the son of Satan. Oh, I can say I'm the son of Satan as well. But to come out to prove how evil and divine you can be, that proves who you really are. I'm preparing for this match. I'm getting ready, and yeah, you might see me on IYW soon. Probably jumping off a ladder, just see what it's like. I'm gonna prepare for this match any way and every single possible way I can to win that match.
Okay, and the last question is kind of a funny question that I guess some of our fans are wanting to know. If there was anybody in the past of IYW, whether it's season 2, 3, or even 1, that is not in the business now, who out of all the people, who would you want to face off with?
Well, you know what, Buzz? That's actually a very good question. I've gone back and I've looked at a lot of the videos from IYW. I've seen a lot of the episodes. I've grown fond of them. And to be honest with you, the one that I would really like to have a match with is Bratcher the Great. Just so I can have that chance to put him in his spot where he belongs to be. Thinking that just because he's okay at a sport, to get better at it, to leave something that you'd have so much passion in and to grow further in. I just want that chance. I just want that moment in history to say that the White Rhino, me, Wes Carson, would ever get a chance to face Bratcher the Great in any type of match. So yeah, I will say it now, Buzz. I do challenge. And he may not accept the challenge. But yes, I do challenge Bratcher the Great to have one more match. To have one more shot to be somebody that he ain't. I want him to come back just to feel the pain. To feel the evil divine wickedness that I have to deliver. Because honestly, Buzz, I don't believe anybody in this roster can handle it. And yes, Bratcher the Great was, he was an alright wrestler. But he is nowhere. He has not had the spirit nor the courage as I do. So yes, I challenge him. I would love just for him to have the thought of him wanting to face me. He, as a whole, is a great person. I know him personally. I've met him many times before. But just the sense of entitlement that he has just makes me want to put him in his place more and more and more. Every day I go on and I watch an episode of IYW and I see Bratcher the Great's name on there, it just has a burning, it has a pounding in my head saying that you can be better, you can do better, and you are better than Bratcher the Great. That is all I have to say about that, Buzz.
Okay, maybe one day we will see the White Rhino, Wes Carson, facing off with Peyton the King Bratcher. But until that day, I am Buzz signing out of the first ever Backyard Buzz. Thank you all for listening.